Hello there, my name is Dominic and today I have the Tecno Camon 16 Premier and the Infinix Zero 8 for a quick comparison. The first thing I noticed about the packaging of these two smartphones is that the Infinix Zero 8's package is a little bit shorter than the Tecno Camon 16's. But first, let us take a look at the accessories. These are the accessories. Now the headsets of these two smartphones are exactly the same. They look very similar. The only difference I saw is that the Infinix headset has an Infinix logo over here, but the Tecno Camon 16 does not have a Tecno logo on it. The charging cables are also exactly the same. They even have orange inserts on both sides. They are also USB Type-C cables and they are exactly the same. The next thing we are going to check is the phone case. The Tecno Camon 16's phone case has these dust-proof flaps at the bottom over here, but the Infinix Zero 8 does not have those. Even the SIM ejector tool is exactly the same on these two smartphones. When it comes to the chargers, both these two chargers are that 3-watt chargers. The only difference is that the Infinix has what is known as a British standard plug and the Tecno Camon 16's Premier charger is a Euro type plug. Now I prefer this one because in Kenya we have British standard sockets and it's easier to insert this into the socket than to insert this one. And now let us take a look at the smartphones. They are also very similar. At the bottom you can see you have the headset, microphone, USB port and speaker all arranged in exactly the same manner. On the right side you have the power button that also doubles up as the fingerprint scanner and the volume buttons. On the left side you have the SIM tray over here. The other thing I want to mention is that the Tecno Camon 16 has a screen guard already installed, but the Infinix Zero 8 had it separately as an accessory over here. First, let us take a look at the specifications. Go to settings, then my phone. Now there are a lot of similarities here. Both the Infinix Zero 8 and the Tecno Camon 16 have 8GB RAM, 128GB storage and 48 megapixel dual front cameras. They also both have 64 megapixel quad rear camera setup and a Helio G90T processor. The battery capacity is also exactly the same at 4500 mAh and the screen resolution is 1080 by 2460. So these two devices are both full HD devices. They also run on Android 10. What about the applications? They are almost similar, but a little difference here and there. It's sort of like copy my homework, but don't make it too similar. Take a look at the compass application. It looks different. The calendar icons also is a little bit different, but let me tap on that so that you can see how it looks internally. It's exactly the same except for the colors. FM radio also looks very similar. Now what about the smart panel? Just slide from either side of the screen and here you have the smart panel. Looks exactly the same. Even the arrangement of the applications from Facebook to High Translate at the bottom. Now let us take a look at the camera. I know you are here because of the camera. The camera application also looks similar but not exactly the same. The only difference is the user interface but not the functions. Let us check the photo sizes. They are exactly the same. What about the wide angle? The wide angle is located over here on the Tecno Camon 16 Premier and you tap on the 0.6 on the Infinix Zero 8. The photo size The picture size on the wide angle setting is also exactly the same. What about the macro? The macro on the Tecno Camon 16 Premier is located over here, while on the Infinix Zero 8 it's a little bit hidden. You have to scroll all the way over here. Now let us take a look at the photo sizes. The macro photography's picture size is also exactly the same on these two devices. Now let us take a look at the front camera. Now, do they both have flash? Let us check. These two devices have flash. What about the photo size? The picture size is also exactly the same. What about the wide angle lens? The picture size is also exactly the same. So these two devices are actually very similar. There is very little differences between these two devices. Now I did mention that the Infinix Zero 8's packaging is a little bit smaller than the Tecno Camon 16's packaging. Well, here are the dimensions. Those dimensions are in millimeters. And so this gives us a smaller Infinix Zero 8 device with a screen size of 6.85 inches and a slightly bigger one on the Tecno Camon 16 Premier, which is 6.9 inches. The SIM trays are also located on the exact same side, the left side, and they both can hold one SD card and two nano SIM cards. These two phones can accept SD cards with a storage capacity of up to 256 GBs. Now let us take a look at video recording. These two devices can record footage up to 4K at 30 frames per second, 1080p at both 60 and 30 frames per second, and the lowest being 720p at 30 frames per second. So these two devices are actually very similar to each other. The only difference that I have seen is the macro recording. When we take macro, for example, I can record a video in the Tecno Camon 16 using the macro lens, but I cannot do that on the Infinix Zero 8. The only thing the Zero 8 can do when it comes to super macro is just taking photos, no videos for that. The only other difference that I have seen between these two devices is the physical attributes. The Infinix Zero 8 is very recognizable with its diamond-shaped camera bump at the back. On the other hand, the Tecno Camon 16's camera bump is mounted horizontally. Both these two devices also have quad flash at the rear over here. So will you choose the Infinix Zero 8, which is their flagship product? In fact, this is the official 2020 Infinix flagship smartphone, or will you choose the Tecno Camon 16, which shoots macro videos? Because everything else is exactly the same. Thank you for watching and goodbye.